Let's get this party started. Welcome to the December issue of the Pit Stop. We appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time. We can hit some highlights and update you on what we've got going on with convention.
Great. Well, welcome. We are excited to be here tonight. We have another convention quiz for you. So if you did not join last month's pit stop, you are in for a treat 100%. And if you did attend, guess what? New questions. So it'll be a fun quiz time. You should be able to click that link that I dropped in the chat, and you should not have to create an account. If you want to participate, you're welcome to. But basically, you're just gonna add your name in, click the link, and then add your name in. And we are going to post the first question here. I have Wendy and Jamie. And go ahead and hit start. And our first question is what are the dates of convention?
Always
What are
like
the
multiple choice.
of convention, right? Oh, all done. Let's see. Oh, Jamie's in the lead just slightly with 900 points, getting the correct answer of July 24th through July 27th.
All
So
right, Jamie.
congratulations. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Well, tonight we are going to go over a few, oops, let me back up one. That went way too fast. Tonight we're going to go over a few things. Uh, it's going the wrong direction. I apologize. There we go. The goal of the pit stop, our convention promise once again. The hotel that we're staying at, review the convention agenda, talk a little bit about Elevate and the early bird deadline, and then any Q&A, including the fundraising handbook. So there's that. So again, once again, the goal of these pit stops is just to continually keep convention the forefront of everyone's minds and talk just a little bit about convention. So that's could just be we're reviewing information that you already know and just want to hammer it home a little bit, or it could be something new, and we're always going to provide something new on these calls. So that's the goal of each pit stop. You know, as you're going around the racetrack, you stop to get a tune up and just learn a little bit more about the race. So, Wendy, what is our convention promise?
Our convention promise, created by a task force, is that the AKSI convention promises, whether you've been attending for years or if this is your first time, that you will be welcomed. Convention is your opportunity for networking and knowledge through 3 days of extraordinary real world professional and personal development alongside industry experts at all career levels dedicated to building the leaders of tomorrow today. The promise was created again through a task force, so that we could kind of change a little bit the way about how we market, how we what we offer at convention in order to be able to make this a great experience for our stakeholders, which we identified our stakeholders as first-time attendees, young alumni, and those more seasoned individuals who had been to 5 or more conventions. So those are the focus groups that we're trying to create an agenda for.
Awesome. Do you think it's time for another quiz question?
I think it's time.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to click back into the link or keep that window open, the next question is starting in 3, 2, 1. How many alumni are currently registered for convention?
That's a tougher one.
It is. It's a little bit tougher. Yeah.
Got very
Okay.
creative
Everyone
there,
has.
Jason.
I'm not. No. Once it gets up to that one, those couple of numbers. Okay. So the right answer currently is 69. We have 69 alumni currently registered for a convention. That includes everyone who's registered for the booster club, as well as the management team, fraternity board, and staff currently. So all alumni there who are registered. Great. Do you want to do another question, Wendy, real fast?
Yeah, so
Yeah. Okay. One more question here. When is the early bird deadline? When is the early bird deadline? Oh, that was a fast one for everyone. So early bird deadline is February 29th, 2024. Kind of a trick question since it is leap year and kind of a fun date to have early bird registration deadline. So, okay. Well, with that, we're going to continue on with our presentation. And, so I forget who has the slide. Wendy, is it you or me?
my name's in the
Okay,
notes.
great.
Okay, so the audience we have now asking this question kind of seems like we know the answer, right? But what we want you to do through this conversation and this pit stop is be able to gather information, also then to encourage other people to attend and to join. 80% of the United States is within driving distance of Indianapolis. So we feel that that's going to be a really big bonus in order to get people to attend. So why should you attend? Well, you get to explore Indianapolis. It's the first time we've ever had a convention in Indianapolis. If you've never been there, it is really a great city. The downtown, especially, is a very vibrant location. Sports is huge, not only in the whole state of Indiana, but especially in Indianapolis. NBA team, WNBA team, NFL, college teams. They are actually going to have the Olympic swimming trials in Indianapolis, in Lucas Oil Field, which is where they play football. So I find that amazing that they're going to build two pools in this football arena in order to be able to house that. Pretty spectacular. Also, the big reason that we're going to Indianapolis is we will have the Howell and Wendroff Professional Center grand opening during that period of time. Jason tells me that there's a lot of noise at the office right now. There's a lot of banging and clanging, which is bad news for staff, but good news for us because that means construction is started. So I'm pretty excited to be able to see some of that. And of course, the biggest reason that I go, it is a lot of fun. It's just you can't pass that up. Doesn't matter where you go, but it does matter who attends. So you want to encourage all your friends your fraternity friends to come along because that will make it more fun. Another question, Jason?
Yep. Well, I was just going to reiterate, there is definitely construction happening at the Howell Wendroff Professional Center. Mostly right underneath all of our offices. So it is rather loud on the days that we're there, which is a good thing, as Wendy said. We're actually watching from my window at the office, kind of the landscaping crew tear out all of the concrete and everything to start making way for the new entrance and the brick patio and all of that stuff. So it's a really fun process to get to see. So yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do another question before I transition to talking about the hotel a little bit. So next question is in 3, 2, 1. Apt question, I think. What is the name of the convention hotel?
Nice transition.
I think so as well. like we're just waiting on one person to answer. Time's up. Well, the name of the hotel is, of course, the Westin Indianapolis. And Jamie, you are still in the lead with 1,800 points. So good job. So Westin Indianapolis, beautiful hotel. They have undergone a major renovation over the last year to reopen up earlier this year. It sits in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. The beautiful Indianapolis Capitol building is in the background of this picture. It is just an amazing hotel property. I'm very excited. We've been in a lot of various hotels where sometimes we're like the fish in the ocean and sometimes we're like the fish in the pond. And this time around, we are like the big fish in the pond. We have basically all of their function space. It'll be AK Sci-Town everywhere within the function space. So don't forget, though, you do have to make your reservation at the Westin Indianapolis for a convention. So make your reservation today, and the link is available on the convention webpage as well as in the event in My AK Sci. Just want to give a few other pictures of the Westin here. You'll see, so main entrance is beautiful. If you look in the background a little bit where those 3 blue chairs are, sometimes, not always, but sometimes they'll have an Indy car sitting there that you can take your picture in front of and whatnot. We're hoping that there will be one in the lobby at that point in time as well. So just add to our race theme and just kind of a fun environment for everyone. So just a different look and how you're going to get in. And then a couple of other pictures here for all of the gathering spaces that are available in the hotel lobby, as well as some of the other function space. This was a completely redesigned space. You can see in the background, there's a young woman tossing pizza dough fresh in the air. They have a brick oven pizza that she's standing in front of that is just top-notch, delicious. In the background here, you also see 10 Hands Social Bar and Eatery. It's a great restaurant, great bar, great outdoor space that we can also use just to chill out and have some good bonding time with each other. And then finally, I think we have a picture of just the other side of the brick oven pizza place. This is 10 Hands Market. So in case, you need a little snack or a little pick-me-up with some coffee. And then finally, we have, I believe it's the workout facility for anyone who is looking to engage in some mental and physical health throughout the week, just to kind of de-stress yourself. You can certainly go for a jog on one of their new treadmills or use some of their other workout facility equipment here. Again, completely remodeled workout facility. It is a great place to be and to go and just work out as well. So I think it's time for another question.
All right.
Okay. So let's go with the next question. In 3, 2, 1. Question is, what is the inclusive hotel room rate to the nearest dollar amount?
You got this one, Jamie, I'm sure.
It's tricky.
It is tricky, I tell you. It is tricky. And time's up. And of course, the answer being with the leaderboard showing Jamie up there still. I think that's what it showed. Yep. So the amount close to the dollar is $221 per night. So awesome. Well, Wendy, how about we talk about the convention schedule just a little bit?
Okay, great. I'm really excited that these excursions are shaping up for us now. The schedule is basically what we've seen in the past, but of course, new city, new excursions. we're using the word excursion now instead of like offsite event or additional event because excursion just sounded so much more fun. That's what they use in a cruise. So I thought it just sounded like a nicer idea. So on Wednesday will be the day everyone arrives. We do have several excursions planned for that particular day. You can go to the zoo. You can go, and by the way, Indianapolis Zoo is not only a zoo, but it's an aquarium, and I think it's a planetarium. It's got a number of different, it's not just animals. It's also fish and all kinds of things. So it's a really cool zoo. The other event, and this one will be at the hotel, Design and Sip. Chad Smith is going to be showing you how to create a floral design. He's going to bring the flowers and he's going to help you to put it all together into an arrangement. So I think that's really cool. And it is at the hotel as well. We're doing this on Wednesday, so then that way you get to enjoy your arrangement throughout the rest of the convention. We are also going to have an opportunity for you to pour your own candle. Now, some of you are like, okay, I can do that with some hot wax and be done. But this experience, of course, you're going to get the networking opportunity, right? Plus also, you also create a fragrance. So they have a myriad of different fragrances. You can either just use one of those fragrances or you can create your own. And there'll be people that will help you to do that. And then, of course, what would be, our racing would seem kind of lame if we didn't offer an excursion to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We will be offering this trip 3 different times on Wednesday. We got to pay for the bus for 5 hours. So we're going to come in, we're going to make a lot of round trips so that we can accommodate a lot more people, in particular, since Wednesday is most people's arrival day. And what you get is a tour. So you get to go on like a tram around the track one time, and then they stop at the start/finish line. And at that point, there is a small area of bricks. Indianapolis Motor Speedway was founded, I think, about 100 years or so ago, and their original surface was bricks. So that's why there are still bricks. That's also why they call that the one NASCAR race, the Brickyard. And you're going to get an opportunity to be able to get off the tram, take your picture right there at the start-finish line, and you can actually bend down and kiss the bricks. Now, some of you might say, why in the world would I want to do that? It's a tradition for the winner of the race to come out and kiss the bricks. So that's kind of why they call it that particular tour. We're going to have the volunteer reception on Wednesday, and then we'll have the welcome party too. Thursday is, of course, Chapter Congress. If you're not planning to attend Chapter Congress, we will have a couple of other excursions. We'll have it to the Children's Museum. The Children's Museum is, again, award-winning, world-renowned children's museum. I think the best one in the country and among the top in the world. Don't have to be a child to enjoy the experience by any stretch. We are also going to offer the Kiss the Bricks tour then. In addition, they'll be going to lunch at a winery. It's called Foyt Winery. Those of you that are maybe a little older perhaps will remember a race car driver named A.J. Foyt. He won the Indianapolis 500 a number of times. He has a winery as well as a museum right there in Speedway, Indiana. So that particular tour will be a lot longer than what we're going to offer on Wednesday. Now, just to also tell you about the track, they are undergoing a massive renovation project, and the museum itself is closed. The only thing that you can do when you go to the track is take this tour. And right now, Wednesday and Thursday are the only days while we are in Indianapolis that tour will be available. So I say that as a cautionary tale to not think, well, I'll just go on Friday or Saturday because it might fit better into my schedule. Chances are they're not going to offer a tour and be able to get in. Anyway, you used to be able to just go into the museum pretty much all the time. But because this tour takes you right on the track, if there's something going on the track, you can't get down and kiss the bricks. So, okay, so that's Wednesday and Thursday in a nutshell. And then we go on to the other 2 days. We have the excursion for to Penn Beach again on Friday. That is right now the only excursion we have going on. Friday is a very busy day because we have the awards luncheon on Friday, celebration of brotherhood. All of you are familiar with that event. And then we're doing Brothers Night Out with the grand opening at Howell Wendroff Professional Center on Friday evening. We are going to bus everyone to Noblesville, which is about a 45-minute bus ride, and just have one heck of a party. Pretty much is what I'm thinking. A band. Maybe we'll let Eileen and Scott cut a yellow ribbon for a grand opening. Just that kind of thing. It's gonna have some fun. On Saturday, we have 2 excursions dealing with food because those seems to be our favorites. Is Mass Ave, which is Massachusetts Avenue, one of the older streets in downtown Indianapolis, lots of history. So this will be a walking tour. You're going to learn more about Indianapolis, and then you are also going to be able to step into like 5 or 6 different restaurants and get a flavor of of the food in Indianapolis. I found myself entertained. In addition, so that's a walking tour. That's not very far from the hotel. We are going to also have a brewery tour where they will have a bus that will come and pick you up at the hotel and take you around to 3 or 4 different breweries and bring you back. And then, of course, we continue with the College of Leadership on Saturday. And we also will have a grand banquet, which, of course, is the finale of the week. So that's kind of a quick review of the schedule and excursions.
Okay. Well, I think we should drop in one more quiz question.
Okay. Good idea.
Okay, let's do that. So next question is opening up now. This should be pretty easy, I think. Where is Brothers Night Out occurring? It may or may not be on your other screen. I'm not sure. Waiting on one person here. Okay. Time's up. And of course, Brothers Night Out is happening at the Howell Wendroff Professional Center as a part of that grand opening experience as well. So
did you get that one right, Eileen? Good job.
Awesome. Well, up next is Elevate and Early Bird. Okay, so I'm going to go left to right here. The QR code actually goes to the convention page, and we did that because we're talking about registration for convention at Elevate and their early bird deadline. So you can share this QR code or just the convention webpage with anyone who needs to register for convention. We will have registration available on site at Elevate in our 4 locations. So we'll have convention computers set up or computers set up for people to access the convention event. Obviously, we'll have people there to help with anyone who is registering via their phone or via the MyAKSI app as well. But we'll be set up at each of the Elevate locations in the pre-function space near registration. And Wendy will be giving some updates throughout the course of the weekend as we are streaming live again from location to location. So we'll hear all about convention all weekend at Elevate. Wendy, I just thought about this. Maybe we need to create a little competition between the event locations to see about percentage of convention registrants. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe we'll put down some challenges. So
I'm gonna write that down for our meeting on Wednesday.
Yeah. That just popped into my head. And then we talked about it earlier just a little bit, but the early bird deadline is February 29th. Such an easy day to remember since it's leap year this upcoming year. And that early bird deadline is for all of our current packages, except for the weekend package, which Wendy and I need to make a decision on. But the student packages and then the alumni packages will all go up on March 1. So if you are interested in attending, you are in talk with anyone who's interested in attending, you have students who are interested in attending, I would press them to register before the early bird deadline because it does go up significantly for each package. The other thing is we do allow payment plans for anyone who is interested in registering. So if you want to register and go on a payment plan, that is also 100% fine. Do reach out to me on that, and we'll get you set up on a payment plan with our staff. So, and then all of our student convention charges are billed to the chapter account as well. So, so try to make it as easy as possible. But if you have questions about registering or about getting anyone registered, a guest or anyone else, let us know, and we'll be happy to help arrange that. So with that, I think we'll do one more question. We have 3 more to go, so might as well do another question here. So I'm going to open that one up. And I think it's about, community service. Who is our community service partner? That's one we haven't touched on tonight. Another 5 seconds to go. Our current community service partner is Teachers Treasures. I'm so excited to be working with them. They're just a fun group, and the service they provide the Indianapolis area of teachers is just awesome. So so excited for that. And if you're wondering about how you can assist Teachers Treasures, there is a link on the aksi.org/convention webpage, which you can get to by accessing the QR code right here. So there's some more information found on the website. Okay, I think we're going to move on here. Oh, coming soon, one more piece. This is new information. So we kind of knew. We all chatted about a referral program a few months ago, and we have made a few more tweaks to that program. And Wendy and I are going to solidify it on Wednesday, and then we'll open it up to all of our members. The basic is that it won't be necessarily a code or a discount off of registration, but it will be an opportunity for you, like attending these events, to gain some extra points and to then turn in those points for a variety of things, from reserved seating at Celebration of Brotherhood, maybe something at the banquet, maybe a centerpiece at the banquet, maybe some money off at the marketplace. So we're just putting in some few things, but basically, if you can get someone to mark you down as the referred person during their registration process, you'll get some points toward some good swag at the convention or pre-convention, who knows? So, but it's coming soon, and I would say be on the lookout for it either in the Booster Club email or the Pole Position Insider newsletter that will be coming out soon. So if it's not this month, it'll be the first thing that's announced in January. So we're excited for that. And I think that's kind of in line with the event that we're having in February, Elevate, and the early bird deadline. You can get a lot of points that month. So could be fun. Could be fun. Yeah.
Right. Well, the convention is a lot more fun if you invite and bring along people that you know, and use it as a reunion from that standpoint. Yeah. So
definitely.
That is always, as I say, the Carol Carter way of enjoying convention, is it? She uses it as a reunion to try to connect with everyone every 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great idea. great way to bring in more people and people who haven't been around in a while either. So yeah. And I think we're gonna move on to our next question. Okay. Next question. 3, 2, 1. What percent of the United States population lives within a day's drive of Indianapolis? I think it was mentioned earlier. About 15 seconds here. Pop in your selection. Five seconds. And time is up. I just love all the sound effects that this little software has. They're just so fun. Okay. And of course, that answer is 80%. So good job to everyone there. And I think it goes right along with the referral program because you can say, chances are you live within driving distance of Indianapolis. So come on over. You don't even have to buy a flight. Just drive on over, right? Awesome. Okay. And I think we're at the end. Wendy, what else to share here? Q&A.
Yep, the only thing I will share is that I did get a note today from a college friend that I haven't seen in forever that received the save the date opening for the grand opening. And they're planning to come.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
to
so
the grand
exciting.
opening. So I was very excited. And she's not even a fraternity brother, just someone I went to college with.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so exciting. Yeah. Eileen, you have your hand raised, literally.
Yeah, literally. I have a question because, like Wendy, I've had someone that says they plan on attending because I sent them a save the date. So, do I need to register them for the Brothers Night Out? How do we get them to the opening?
Yeah. So you're reading my mind. It is on my agenda with Brian tomorrow to talk about, because one of the things that we have to figure out is if they're not members, how do we get them over to our community right to get them registered? So we're literally talking about that tomorrow. So just a little ahead of the game here, and I will follow up with you specifically on that. So
thank you.
Good question.
I figured there probably somebody must have thought about it, but I was just like, okay, do I need to register them or something? How do I do that?
Yeah, that may end up being the case that we just have you add a guest, right? Add a ticket, add a new attendee. That may end up being the way. And if not, I'm sure we'll have some easy way for them to get registered. So
yeah,
because we
if they're
obviously want to collect
AKSI, send them to my AKSI and have them register.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But if they're not, then we'll work that out.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's kind of like you, Wendy. I mean, it's family and friends. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely. Okay. Any other questions at the moment? Because I believe there's one more quiz question.
Ooh, I thought we were done. Yay.
Oh, okay. Let's do the last question here where we were at 8 out of 9. So we have one more quiz question here. I'm going to open it up now. This should be an easy question. Are excursions open for registration? And if anyone selects what are excursions?
I was going to do it just to be funny.
Oh, I think everyone has answered. So 3, 2, 1. Yes, excursions are open. If you are interested in attending and participating in one of them, you can add that to your ticket via my AKSI. So, okay. It looks like our leaderboard had Jamie at the top. So congratulations, Jamie.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But Mahogany gave you a good run for your money too. So,
She always
um,
does.
right, right. So
You
thank
know,
you
I
everyone
have
for
to, Jamie.
participating today. Yeah. Thank you everyone for participating. We on our next pit stop will do another convention quiz, and hopefully we'll have some new questions and maybe some tougher ones. Some tougher
Yeah,
questions
I
out there.
think
So
we're past when is convention now. You and I'll have to work on that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And we'll make sure
The
that
other
the leaderboard knows that Jamie and Mahogany should get some points for answering
yeah,
the questions right.
yeah, we'll do definitely. I was gonna say the other thing I want to pay attention or call attention to is Wendy's fun and fabulous sunglasses on here. So if you have not seen her, do take a look at her amazing checkered sunglasses, right in line with the race to convention theme. So
Yeah, there may be more checkered apparel on the way. So watch for future episodes of the pit stop.
definitely, definitely.